This huge leak spills all the secrets on Nintendo Direct, Smash Bros. Newcomers, and more. Let's dive into it.
Block content.
What's happening, my Block buddies, and welcome to a brand new episode of Blocked Content's Leak Speak. My name is Callum, and this is going to be your content for today. Yes, it is the day that we actually get to talk about a little bit more than just Smash Bros. Newcomers. We get to talk about all of that stuff and actual characters that are coming to the game, supposedly, if this leak is to be believed, but also a lot of other games, and even something called the GameCube Portable. Yes, even the Breath of the Wild 2 title is sort of revealed in this, and there's even information about a new Super Mario Maker sequel, another Animal Crossing New Horizons content pack, and even more IP stuff from Nintendo coming in this leak. So of course, we break these down every once in a while, and it's been a very long time since we've done one of these, so I wanted to dive into them. You know, a lot of people sent me this. I think there's, an incentive for people to just get information out there right now, especially with Steve coming to Smash Bros. Ultimate. It is a huge deal, and a lot of people are very perplexed by how that didn't really leak in any sort of huge way. And now, of course, it seems like information is coming out left and right. Of course, it's very easy to kind of spot the fake from the real information here, but Block Content has always been a channel that doesn't really discriminate between the pieces of information and just takes in everything to just discuss among us fans, to kind of see what information is in here that is interesting or that might actually happen, and not necessarily this is all real, this is all going to happen. There is interesting tidbits in this leak that I really want to discuss. And as you guys know, it's been quite a year for Nintendo. It's a year for everybody, but I mean specifically for Nintendo, they've been having a hard time getting information out there. The normal way they would normally do this is with these big Nintendo Directs that have all these huge reveals, and now, of course, due to everything going on in the world, that has changed dramatically. Now it seems like everything is being shadow dropped on Twitter, so it is interesting that this is a Nintendo Direct, a big one scheduled for this December. So I kind of want to break it down with everyone, because it is something that doesn't really happen anymore. So is this real? Is this fake? Let's find out together. And of course, I've also been answering many of you guys' questions about Smash Ultimate and new fighters in our show Question Blocked, where I answer your questions. What do I think of your favorite game? How do you start making YouTube content? Well, whatever you can think of, send your question through to blockedcontentmail@gmail.com, and I will answer your question live on the show in our next Question Blocked episode. And tomorrow's the day a brand new Block Talk drops. If you guys don't know already, it's our Let's Play show. Me and Corey play through the Wind Waker HD, and we're also doing other shows concurrently to that, so it's a lot of fun. There's jokes, there's fun personal stories, so please come join that show. If you support that Block Talk show by just watching it, it means we get to do a lot more cool stuff on Block Content other than Leak Speak, like animation stuff, Snake Codex, and more. So please support that show. It really does go a long way. All right, guys, let's get into the main topic of today, and that's actually talking about this leak, which just has the Nintendo Direct image and says December's Nintendo Direct leaks. So all of it is discussed right here. And it says, so there's going to be a new Direct scheduled for this December. All of the information of the Direct has been sent to me by a friend. Here's what to expect. First up is a new Animal Crossing New Horizons content coming to the Nintendo Switch. Up next is Super Mario Maker 3D, announced for late 2021, which is why they released 3D All-Stars. They were actually testing the waters on that. Up next is Splatoon 3 announcement for early 2021. And then finally, something huge a lot of fans have been waiting for, and I don't really know if it could ever be real, Melee HD, so Super Smash Bros. Melee from the GameCube in HD will finally be announced around early 2021 with minimal bug fixes and a couple of added characters, keeping the same Melee feel. GameCube Portable is then finally announced. And let's talk a little bit about Zelda. Breath of the Wild 2's title is The Legend of Zelda: Legend of the Warrior. We will get a trailer for the game, including some gameplay, slated for a 2021 release. And then is something quite crazy. A new IP. Don't know what it's about, but it will be announced early next year. An HBO Max Nintendo Switch port revealed will launch after the Nintendo Direct. And then Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach is announced for the Nintendo Switch. A new STARFOX game is actually announced to be in development, where you can play as the villain. So right now we don't really know if that actually means Andros or Wolf or any sort of other villain from the STARFOX franchise, but it does totally make sense that it will change up the formula a little bit. And then it says more Smash fighters expected to join the roster, such as Shantae, Gino, and God of War. So a lot of Smash drops right at the end there. And then he just says, and that's it. Stay tuned. So December's Nintendo Direct leaks, there's a lot of information in here, and it actually feels a little bit like old times, right? It's been a while since we've discussed stuff like this. It's been a while since stuff like this has actually been up. And what is interesting about this is that it totally talks about a lot of fan wish fulfillment stuff like Melee HD and other sequels to games that don't really feel like they're coming anytime soon. So I just wanted to basically take the time to talk about Super Mario Maker 3D, that idea in particular, and the Smash Brothers characters as well. Well, for Super Mario Maker 3D, I think it does kind of make a little bit of sense to have the third entry be something that is a little bit bigger, right? I mean, a lot of people would be very sad if it didn't include all the things of the previous two Mario Maker games, right? The first Mario Maker was really revolutionary, and actually it didn't have all the content transfer perfectly over to Super Mario Maker 2, especially the 8-bit stuff, right? All the costumes. But what was really interesting about Super Mario Maker 2 is that it added so many tools that people are still excited about it to this day, still making really awesome levels. I mean, Ross is making incredible stuff there. So I think that it's just a really weird business angle to focus on something brand new like 3D Mario games, right? Maybe it's a 3D Mario Maker in the sense that you can actually create levels for Super Mario 64 or a Sunshine pack or something like a Super Mario Galaxy pack. It doesn't really make any sense in my mind. That is not a tool set that would be very easy to use or very realistic to make. These types of games are just made by Nintendo's programmers, and there's not really a drag and drop way to make that kind of stuff happen. But, you know, if they will do that in any time at all, I would be very excited. I always think about Super Mario Galaxy 2 and how that game essentially started off as a 2D platformer, kind of in 5D or something like that, where it was essentially just a 2D game that you played, which then transitioned to 3D. Well, what if they just do the Super Mario 3D World style, but then for the other games, right? One that looks like Super Mario 64, one that looks like Super Mario Sunshine, and one that looks like Galaxy, but they do play in 2D. That I think would be really incredible, right? Now, about that Smash Brothers stuff, first off, they're talking about Melee HD. I don't think that this will ever officially happen by Nintendo. We might get a Melee port, sometime in the future, as they have just ported Super Mario Sunshine, which I think was actually quite a good port. But yes, it was definitely an emulation of that original game, and nothing really new was added to it. So I don't think that if they'll do Melee HD, that it would be something that added new characters or even did some minor bug fixing. I don't think that will happen. But it's interesting, and people still want it, right? Now, more Smash fighters that include Shantae, Gino, and God of War, I think is also very interesting. Right? God of War is already, of course, in the roster right now, not as a playable character, but as the Pokemon, right, that you can actually get inside of a Pokeball. And then Gino has not yet appeared. A lot of people are thinking that Gino is one of the 4 final characters to be announced for the Fighter Pass number 2, and Shantae is a character that a lot of fans have a lot of love and adoration for, but maybe not too many. And of course, Shantae is already in some form in the game as a spirit. So there's a lot to talk about with all these different things. There's a lot to discuss. I'm generally just really curious what you guys think of all the news of today. It's so much to take in, so kind of let me know what you guys think of this. If you comment down below, that could actually be featured and read out loud in our next video. And today's comment question is, of course, what do you think is real from all this blocked content of today? And that actually brings me to our next question, and that is actually, what is our comment question winner of the day? And that actually comes to us from our user, Dacian Felice, saying, yeah, I agree with Luca here. I think Ryu is likely, but he could definitely be a Mii costume. Last time Vergaben said something was in talks, he said it was Tekken crossover. And we did get a Tekken crossover, Heihachi in Smash, but as a Mii costume. I wouldn't be shocked if history repeated itself with Ryu Hayabusa. So Dacian Felice, thank you so much for your comment and your awesome picture of Piranha Plant over there. I think Ryu Hayabusa is likely. A lot of people would be very sad if right now he would be announced to be a costume, so that would kind of be in bad taste. Kind of like announcing Gino as a Mii costume right now after waiting such a long time, but I'm very curious to see if it is real, if there's anything of that actually true. So let me know in the comments what you guys think of this. And of course, a huge shout out to our latest Patreon supporters. You guys are really amazing, and every single month you guys are supporting this channel, and it warms my heart to see that in a world like this where everything is, upside down and on fire, you guys are really supporting blocked content, and that makes me able to, make a lot of people happy around the world for just one day at a time with a blocked content video. So thank you guys so much. Please go to patreon.com/blockedcontent. There's a bunch of incredible rewards there, and they're waiting for you. And remember, if you are not yet a member of the blocked content family yet, please hit subscribe now. Smash that like button and ring the bell for notifications, and all the news and fun you care about will be delivered on the daily to you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you around the corner with, as always, more blocked content. See ya.